So wet dry vacs are a new cleaning category, and Mova is a new brand. So when I test a product from a new brand, I want to find out, is it effective? Does the technology really work? And is it any good? This is the Mova M10, which is a pretty premium wet dry vacuum. In this video, we're going to check out its performance with different kinds of messes. And we're also going to find out how easy it is to use. So I've partnered with Mova for this video because even though they're pretty new to North America, they're actually a pretty well-established brand in Europe that is well known for their robot vacuums. The Mova M10 is a cordless wet dry vac, and I think if you want to be in the premium category, you got to have these features. First, I think it's obvious, it's got to clean really well. Second, it's got to lie flat and go under beds without any kind of leaking. Third, it should be self-cleaning and self-drying. And as an extra thing, it's got to be able to deal with my extra fluffy cats. But if there's one thing I really don't like in the cleaning world, that is mopping. And so it's got to make my life just a little bit easier because I hate mopping. As it's cleaning, there's a stream of fresh water moving out of the roller, and the dirty water moves into the dirty water tank. To fill up the clean water tank, it's pretty easy. Just remove it, fill it up, put in a half cup of cleaning fluid, and you're good to go. And because the water tank is on the head, that means the weight is right on the floor. So that makes it easier to maneuver, but the weight also adds a little bit of downforce to the mop roller. Now, in the past, some wet dry vacuums would actually leak when you lie them flat. So that's not really great, especially if you want to do some cleaning underneath your bed or other furniture. But here's the thing, the M10 can get completely flat and there's no leaks at all. That's the way it should be. It's just under 6 inches tall at its highest point. So you can get it under some pretty low furniture. And it swivels up to 90 degrees so you can get it into the more difficult to reach areas. I've got two ultra fluffy cats that basically do 3 things. They eat, they sleep, and they play fight. And that means hair is all over my house every single day. The M10 has 18,000 pascals of suction, which helps with wet messes, all this pet hair, and maybe even some mud that your kids or your dog tracked in. Now, maybe you've got a lot of colorful hair in your house that ends up on the floor, or maybe you just got some pets. The Mova is supposed to be pretty anti-tangle because it has a comb behind the roller. Let's check it out. You can see these combs back here caught all kinds of hair. They got the pink hair, they got the pet hair, they caught everything, so that's good. And of course, a bunch of this hair is gonna make it into the dirty water tank, and there's a separator there also. Now, because I hate mopping so much, I want to reduce the number of passes that I do in the room. And you can see that the Mova mop roller is open. There's no casing on either side of the roller. So that means you can get right up to the edge going in one direction, or you can do it in the other direction. That means I don't need to go backwards going along a wall. I can just do whatever is the most convenient. The M10 is a display on the handle which actually flips around depending on if it's in the base station or you're actually busy cleaning. It can go up to 40 minutes on a single charge, and the display shows you the amount of battery life you have left. You can also change between 3 different modes.
Smart mode.
You got smart mode, which shows a little A on the dial. I think that's for automatic, and it automatically adjusts to the amount of dirt that you have on your floor.
Ultra mode.
You've got ultra mode for maximum cleaning.
Suction mode.
And then you've got suction mode. In the time that I've been using it, I pretty much just left it on automatic or smart mode because it seems to figure it out pretty well. Now, I've got a really big house. It's mostly hard surfaces like this, and pet hair gets everywhere. But sometimes I just get things a little bit more messy. What if I sprinkle a little bit of sand when I walk in the door? And sometimes it's sand, pet hair, and a little bit of colored rice. And sometimes it's sand, pet hair, colored rice, and a little bit of red salsa. But sometimes red salsa isn't exactly the right flavor, so I think green salsa is kind of the move. But some days are even worse than that. You got some salad dressing, you got some cereal, you got some rice. And that looks pretty clean to me. So when you're done cleaning your house, it's time to clean the vacuum. And again, I'm all about as little work as possible. So the first thing you do, take off the dirty water tank, So it's got this handle to separate the top from the bottom kind of easily. I'm afraid to see what's in here. Oh my gosh, we can't do this here. Okay, we're gonna take off the dirty water tank. Let's show the separation between the solid stuff and the wet stuff. Oh my gosh. Then you just place it in the base station and it's gonna clean the mop pad with 75 degrees Celsius hot water. That's 167 degrees Fahrenheit for us crazy Americans. You can see while it's cleaning, it's rotating the pad one direction and then the other. Then it sterilizes the mop pad after cleaning it with the same 167 degree hot water. And then afterwards it dries the mop pads with 167 degree Fahrenheit hot air. Do you see a trend? But the idea behind that is to dry them quickly so that you don't get odor buildup from bacteria. And it's pretty quiet when it's doing this too. So look, I'm a pretty simple vacuum nerd when you get right down to it with my wet dry vacuums. All that I really care about are three things. One is that it does a good job. Second, it's gotta lie flat and go underneath my bed where all the dust bunnies accumulate. And third, I want it to be self-cleaning and self-drying because, as I said before, I hate mopping and the less work, the better. These are all the things I look for in a premium wet dry vacuum, and the Mova M10 obviously has those. If you want to get one, there's links down below, and if there's any discounts, they're going to be there too. And check out this video right here.